Witness, please state your name and profession to the court.
Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map on the office to explain.
Morton, okay.
The body was found by the window here. The cause of death?
And the cause of death?
Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the Thinker found next to the body, sir. It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hands, sir.
The court accepts the statue as evidence?
They're still calling it a statue.
Now, detective.
Yes, sir.
You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why?
Sir. Yes, sir. I had hard evidence she did it, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence.
As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed into the scene. There were two people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder.
The very moment, you say. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examine in what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? My sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness's testimony. She would bluff it and press the witness on every detail. The witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked a lot of times. I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try.
Something the matter?
No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Maya Fey's arrest. Who did you say you got a call from? Hey, pal, don't play dumb. You know who. Call was from a customer at the Capewater Hotel, right across from the crime scene. Okay, I pressed. Not sure it did much, though. Right? Please continue. There were two people there already. Detective Gumshoe, how long would you say it took between you receiving the call and your arrival at the scene of the crime? Right. I'd say it was about 3 minutes. That's pretty fast. Our motto this month is quick response. That's how I got there before the killer got away.
Indeed. So tell us who the two people you found on the scene were.
I don't know what voice to do for Edgeworth. This is how I always pictured him. He looks like a snobby British guy. Yes, sir. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You're absolutely sure it was us? Listen, pal, your dumb act will only get you so far. With her funky hippie clothes and your spiky hair. You two stand out like suspicious people at a crime scene. Well, he is an arrogant douchebag. Well, he does have a point about her. She is pretty unmistakable. I should pick my points to make to press with a little more care. Immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why is that? What's your reason? Why, we had a witness account describing her.
Hold on just 1 second.
Yeah?
If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct?
Huh? Did I say that? Me?
I heard you say it.
You did say it. You said it.
Exactly what about the suspicious woman in Pink's claim was hard evidence?
What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal. Well, I guess she is pink.
That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than the claims, Detective?
I guess pressing can have its advantages.
Yeah.
Gah!
Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in the testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor.
Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again.
After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes, sir.
I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body.
On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood.
Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's.
Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. How'd you like that? That's my hard evidence.
Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective.
Your Honor,
Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence in the first place?
I know, I'm a real embarrassed you forgot about it, sir. Your Honor, sir.
Try to be more careful. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination.
After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood.
Do you have proof it was Mia who wrote that?
Of course I do, pal.
You sound pretty confident. This might not be good. My voice is dying.
Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found in the victim's finger.
On which hand was the bloody finger, Detective?
The right hand.
She was right-handed.
Nice try.
Uh-oh. I guess it wasn't too hard to see that I was getting it. There.
Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name.
Detective Gumshoe, do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? Sure, it happened.
Sure, it happens all the time in the movies and books.
This isn't a movie, Detective. Let's talk about reality, shall we?
I guess I haven't heard of any cases, no.
Don't you find it a little odd the victim would write down a name? Especially the name of her own sister.
Yeah, actually, you got a point, pal.
Objection!
Stop right there! The witness's opinion on that matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused. The victim told us the name of the killer. Order.
That didn't go so well.
That's right, what he said. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name.
That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. find any evidence? Now, don't jump off the gun on me, pal. Just listen, I'm getting the good part. I got a bad feeling about this. Well, suggest a better voice, graduate. Just because you found it next to the body doesn't mean the victim wrote it. Ho-ho! Then who did write it, smarty pants? Who? The killer! Anyone can see that. Oh. You're saying the killer wrote her own name, buddy? Please. She was free!
Hold on. If that's the case, where's your evidence? I guess there was a bit of a tall order for you. Those that evidence shouldn't open their mouths, Mr. Wright.
Yeah, pal.
Well, detective, tell us what was written on that memo you found.
What kind of tests were these again? Huh? What kind of? Well, I hear they take the, little bits in the blood, the hemoglobin bobbin. I refuse to testify on the matter, sir. I'm no expert on blood tests.
Yes, that was quite clear. You may continue with your testimony.
Thanks, pal. I mean, Your Honor, sir.
Detective Gumshoe,
Yeah.
I think you can expect a pleasant bonus in your next paycheck.
Oh.
That was a mess.
Right, where was I?
No, death is instantaneous, okay. Are you ready, guys? Objection! Detective Gumshoe, there's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Mia Fey? That's really what you're saying?
What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course she wrote it. Who else could have?
You have it backwards, detective.
Backwards?
The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. This is a report from your department, detective. Immediate death due to a blow from a blunt object. She died immediately! But... no butting your way out of this one, detective.
Order! The defense has a point. Someone who died immediately wouldn't have the time to write anything down.
Mr. Wright, I beg your pardon, but when exactly did you obtain that autopsy report?
When? I'm sorry, I forgot.
Forgot, you say?
It was the day after the murder, Your Honor, sir. I was the one who handed it to him myself, personally.
Oh, right.
Prosecution's point being?
That autopsy report is outdated, Your Honor.
What?
A second autopsy was performed yesterday at my request. Death was almost immediate due to a blow from a blunt object. But there is a possibility